Shane Van Gisbergen just did the one thing everyone in NASCAR hoped he wouldn't do. He solved the last piece of the puzzle. He figured out oval racing. And in doing so, he shattered the only remaining barrier between road course specialist and full-season threat. For months, people convinced themselves that SVG's weakness on ovals would protect the field, keep him contained, keep the chaos manageable. But now, that illusion is gone. The road course king from down under isn't just taking 6 races a year by storm. He's slowly turning into a legitimate problem for the entire Cup Series schedule. And what makes it unsettling, what makes this moment feel like a shift in NASCAR's balance, is that he told everyone this was coming. He warned them. Right after another road course masterclass in Mexico City, Shane looked reporters directly in the eye and said, "I'm not here to run last on the oval either." He didn't say it with bravado or attitude. He said it with calm certainty, like a man who had already decided the future. Most rolled their eyes. Most assumed he was being polite or optimistic or maybe a little naive. They weren't listening closely enough. Because when Shane joined NASCAR full-time, the hype was already enormous. This was the same guy who casually showed up in Chicago, raced in the Cup Series for the first time ever, and beat champions who'd been doing this for 20 years. The same guy who matched Jeff Gordon's record with back-to-back road course wins. The same guy who won 5 out of 6 road courses this season. Let that sink in. 5. Some drivers never win 5 races in their entire career. Shane did it in one specialty alone. But NASCAR isn't defined by road courses. It's defined by ovals. And that's where the doubts flooded in. 30 out of the 36 races are on ovals. That's what the critics repeated like a mantra. He won't survive the ovals. He's just a 6-race wonder he can't adapt. Even his fans, his most loyal supporters, were unsure. And honestly, they had every right to be, because those first ovals were rough, no way around it. His first 14 oval starts, he averaged 26th place. That's not just underperforming, that's invisible. 5 of his first 6 oval races ended outside the top 30. The team sat near the bottom of the standings, 35th and 36th. For a 3-time Supercars champion who was used to contending for wins every weekend, it had to hurt. But Shane didn't point fingers. He didn't snap at the team. He didn't lash out or deny the struggles. Instead, he did something completely different, something honestly more frightening to every future competitor. He went to work, quietly, relentlessly. He and his newly paired crew chief, Stephen Doran, only in his 2nd year calling shots at the Cup level, decided they were going to learn together. They were going to fail together. They were going to build something from the ground up. And that kind of shared struggle, when both sides stay loyal and committed, creates a relationship and a driver far more dangerous than raw talent alone. Shane later admitted he felt like a deer in headlights at the start. Everything was unfamiliar. The cars were heavier and more temperamental. The tracks were intimidating in ways television can't fully capture. And the drivers, easily the deepest, most relentless field he had ever raced. But he kept studying, kept absorbing, kept pushing. By mid-season, things began shifting, slowly at first, then with momentum. His average oval finish climbed to 22nd, still far from greatness, but miles better than before. The learning curve was bending. And then September 28th happened. Kansas Speedway, a 10th place finish, his first ever top 10 on a true oval. And the moment it happened, every critic in the garage felt the floor shake a little, because it wasn't luck, it wasn't rain, it wasn't attrition, it was earned, it was deliberate. It was the first clear signal that Shane was figuring it out. Even drivers who joked with him started keeping receipts. Bubba Wallace once texted SVG saying, "If you ever outqualify me on an oval, I'm retarded." Well, at New Hampshire, Shane qualified 10th, Bubba qualified 14th. Bubba posted the screenshot himself, writing, "Old bloke outqualified me, now I gotta retire." Everyone laughed. Everyone also noticed. And the progress wasn't just one flash in the pan. In his final 16 oval races, Shane improved his oval average finish by 3 spots. He grabbed 11th at Talladega, a track where many rookies don't even survive. He scored 14th at Martinsville and returned looking twice as composed the next time he raced there. That's not luck. That's evolution. Shane even began talking like an oval veteran. When a fan posted a clip of him practically brushing the wall at Vegas, Shane explained the entire experience like he had been doing it his whole career. Send it in, miss the apex on purpose, head to the wall, and hope that imaginary grip strip saves you. That is oval racing madness, and he was embracing it. Then he broke down the Vegas learning curve. You gotta go in flat, land in the banking, and then tighten the belts and grow some balls. That's a man who isn't intimidated anymore. That's a man who gets it. And by the time the season ended, the stats painted a picture, but the story painted something deeper. Shane didn't just survive his rookie year, he conquered the parts he was weakest in. He made the playoffs, finished 12th in points, won Rookie of the Year at age 36, the oldest since 2011. But he also led 312 laps, won 3 pole positions, earned 3 stage wins, completed nearly 93% of all laps run. Those aren't beginner numbers. Those are the numbers of someone who's already laying a foundation for something bigger. Even Shane didn't know if he could handle the grueling NASCAR schedule, nearly non-stop racing from February to November, only 1 weekend off. But he loved it. He said he enjoyed the challenges, the variety in track types, the non-stop grind that defines the Cup Series. And when asked what tracks he liked most, he didn't name a single road course. He named the intermediates, the very ovals he once struggled with. That says everything. His relationship with crew chief Stephen Doran became the backbone of this transformation. No yelling, no blame, no ego. Shane even said the driver was the problem at that stage. That kind of honesty is rare and dangerous, because now the rookie excuses are gone. The confusion is gone. The steepest learning curve is behind him. Next season, he's not starting at zero. He's starting with data, with confidence, with muscle memory. Ross Chastain is already on record saying Shane can win an oval race soon. Fans on Reddit agree. One said, he could win 1 or 2 next season. Another wrote, SVG always learns on an exponential curve. And that's the exact nightmare scenario everyone feared from the start. That Shane Van Gisbergen would eventually put everything together, that the road course assassin would learn how to dance on the fence at 310 kilometers per hour, that he'd turn into a 36-race nightmare, not a 6-race novelty. And now that moment might be here. The rugby balls he launches into the stands after his wins? Don't be surprised if one of them gets tossed high into the lights after his first oval victory, because at this point, it doesn't feel like an if, it feels like a when. So the question is yours. Do you think Shane Van Gisbergen will win an oval next season? Or is there still one more mountain left to climb? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next chapter in SVG's rise. This story is far from done, and trust me, the next one will be wild.